Should the CBI be investigating into the Sushant Singh Rajput death? That's a matter under consideration now. Let's quickly look at the two sides. Well, of course, the CBI should be roped in this case. In fact, this is a fit case for the CBI to come in. Look at the turf war that we have seen over the past few weeks between the Mumbai police and the Patna police. Well, on one hand, you have the Mumbai police claiming that the Bihar police does not have jurisdiction in this case, and Patna police, on the other hand, blaming the Mumbai police for creating obstructions in its probe. The fact of the matter is, there is duplication, there is waste of resources. With this kind of parallel investigation happening, it's only hurting the interest of the case. CBI should come in, it should consolidate efforts, and it should take the probe details from both these police forces and move expeditiously in this matter. The Bihar police at this point, of course, has also some doubts cast over its functioning, since there is a perception that there is political pressure for the Bihar police to get hold of a high profile case, build some political capital for Nitish Kumar ahead of the Bihar elections. And similarly, there are doubts cast over the functioning of the Mumbai police as well, with the likes of leaders like Aditya Thackeray with his own admission because of his proximity with Bollywood. The Maharashtra government is hell-bent on not letting this case slip out of the hands of the Mumbai police. And then, of course, there are real issues of jurisdiction, since the alleged crime happened in Mumbai. As per procedure, the investigation must happen here in Mumbai. At best, the Bihar police could have registered a 0 FIR, even if the family approached a police station in Bihar and then transferred the case to the original place of crime. So why is it that the Bihar police has made a departure from the set procedure? Similar questions being raised on Mumbai police as well for its inept and inefficient handling. The Mumbai police has only looked at the issue of professional rivalry to the exclusion of everything else that has come out now. Whether it is the issue of Riya Chakrabarti dwindling funds from Sushant's account, or the issue of a text message coming to a senior officer way back in February that Sushant's life is under threat. The family is claiming that the Mumbai police was alerted, and the family says we do not trust or have full faith in Mumbai police in this. Under the circumstances, when there is so much of conflict and confrontation, the CBI should be roped in, and it is equipped with better resources to handle a case of this nature. Also, it's interesting that on the point of Riya Chakrabarti, the two police forces are actually working in two different directions. The Mumbai police has somehow summarily dismissed the role or involvement of Riya Chakrabarti, saying that they haven't found anything to substantiate the claims of her being involved or misusing funds from Sushant's account. Similarly, the Bihar police also, on the issue of Riya Chakrabarti, seems to be determined to look into her movements, her transactions, and they are determined to look at the issue of whether she is misused funds from Sushant's account, and in fact also filed a case of criminal breach of trust. So the two forces are working in two different directions. The Mumbai police seems to be more focused on Sushant's mental health and his infirmities, pointing out to his browsing history and talking about how the actor was already looking at things that indicate he could take an extreme step. Therefore, the best course forward would be for the CBI to come in. That would prevent, or rather settle the matter, the two forces working at loggerheads, and take over the case in the best interest of the case. Now, what's on the other side? Well, on the other side, the reality is the CBI is not authorized or mandated to take over a case unless it goes through the process of recommendation, first by the state government and then approved by the centre. Now, in this case, even though the Bihar government recommended a CBI probe and the centre approved it, in the meanwhile there was a plea pending in the top court, plea filed by Riya Chakrabarti to transfer the case to Mumbai. So at this point of time, the issue of whether the CBI can handle the case is pending before the top court. But even on the point of merit on whether CBI should be handling this case, one must say that in previous instances of CBI taking over such high-profile suicide cases, not much of headway has been made. Whether it is the Jia Khan case or, for that matter, the Sunanda Pushkar case. What we see is that these high profile cases, they remain hanging in the courts for years. So it's not as if once CBI takes over, there will be a speedy delivery of justice. Also, the larger point, of course, about this whole propensity to hand over every single high profile case to CBI must not be encouraged. It's a central agency, it's already burdened with a lot of high profile cases and important cases. So Mumbai police, for that matter, is considered to be a formidable force that has even broken the back of the underworld. Why should the Mumbai police not be capable enough of handling this case, given the fact that they know the ins and outs of Bollywood, they know the movements of these high profile people, and they should be best equipped to handle a case of this nature rather than hand it over to the CBI. So those are the two sides. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching Two Sides with Afrida.